What's good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee, and I want to ask you: are you ever frustrated with uploading a video to YouTube and you get no views? I know I was when I first started. If you're a music artist and you have your own podcast or your content creator, look no further. Wham Promotions has gotten you covered. They specialize in high-end targeted YouTube campaigns that deliver real views, real subscribers, and most importantly, real growth. So if you're struggling with real organic YouTube growth, I'm here to tell you to go on Wham Promotions and use the promo code GODS and receive 20% when you check out. Tell them Ray sent you, you got 20% off. Let's go, guys. I'm looking to see you guys on the charts. Let's go.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to That's Debatable, powered by Lucky Energy. I'm your host, Stanza Yvette Esquire. Joining me today, as usual, is our culture referee, Ray Daniels. Clap it up. Yeah! Oh, look at that! It's getting deep. Your clap's getting deep.
Let's go. I appreciate the claps, guys.
Also joining us is marketing and music guru, Brian Miller.
Let's go. I think we should add marketing, music, and R&B guru.
You add something to his name, Ed.
You should, right?
Keep adding, man.
Yeah, he keep adding.
Every show you add something.
R&B
R&B guru too. Let's go, Brian.
Music, R&B guru. Okay, and today's guest debater is someone who's been here before.
Who we love.
We love having her here. It's Miss Jazzie Belle.
It is Jazzie Belle. What's up? I love y'all back. Thanks for having me back.
Yes,
Let's go.
So we know the rules already. Everybody knows the lay of the land. So let's get started with my opening statements. For the viewers, my opening statements is just a cute little rundown of what's been going on through the week. I know there was some confusion in the comments, so I want to clear that up for y'all. It doesn't just have to be about hip hop and music. Our show is not just about hip hop and music, but more so cultural,
Don't limit
topics.
us.
Yeah, it's cultural topics. So it was like one time it was like, that ain't got nothing to do with hip hop. And it's like, well, we're talking about everything.
Yeah.
So let's start.
Jazzie know the rules. So
We already went over
Jazzie know the rules. Let's go. Okay, let's go.
So, starting off with my first opening statement, Jaleel White was in the news today or recently because of some statements he made about black sitcoms. He says, if it's not a hood story, then it's not a black story, and that Family Matters doesn't get the recognition that it deserves because it wasn't a hood story. I just wanted to know what y'all thought about that.
I would tell Jaleel White, bro, it's just your show.
Yes.
I
was saying it's
Because
pre-production.
black people love Carlton.
Yeah.
And by the way, he's on record saying, I love white women. And we still like, that's Carlton.
Yeah,
though.
that's Carlton.
That's Carlton. So I don't know what he's talking about. I think that Steve Urkel, that's fucked up.
Not Steve Urkel.
I think Jaleel White.
Yeah.
That's
He
really
never
the
got out of
problem. The
Urkel.
real problem is he never
never got out of
He
it.
will never
Urkel.
escape.
But I will tell you this.
Never.
He does have one classic movie. Who Made a Potato Salad? Has anybody, listen, if you're supposed to be a movie buff.
I am a movie buff.
Listen.
I don't know that.
It's a movie he did.
Who made the potato? Oh, yes.
And then he's at the table. He said, "Man, who made a potato salad?" She's like, "Why, nigga? Why, nigga?
Yes.
You don't let McDonald's ask made those fries, do you, nigga?
But-
Eat the shit." And then she just goes crazy. And everybody in the family's like, "Oh shit, he has to make a potato salad."
But it was the reaction to his line that made it pop it. I don't think it was necessarily him.
But he plays if Steve Urkel was a grown man.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest with you, if I could have you give very good career advice. If I gave Jaleel White career advice, every role he played would be like if Steve Urkel was a grown man. Who's better than that to play that than him?
Yeah, because we love him as Stefan. He was fine.
I don't know. I think
We wanted to see more Stefan.
The Stefan,
I feel like we was cheated. We were cheated for more Stefan.
The Stefan Urkel thing
was a
proves,
drag.
fellas, I'm talking to the kings watching this. The Stefan versus Urkel comment proves, fellas, that it's really just the shit you wear. It has nothing to do with you. Because Stefan and Steve is the same nigga, but for some reason when she take them glasses off,
Yup, glasses
and
off.
he's not talking like this.
Yes.
Y'all just get turned the fuck on. It's weird to me. I love
my
it.
issue, first of all, Family Matters was written by white people. I think that's why it doesn't
Was
resonate
it?
with our community, yes, as much. But when he says hood stories, like we have so many that aren't hood stories. Like,
True.
Martin was he had a syndicated television show and radio show. Gina was a marketing executive.
They weren't hood?
Yeah, it wasn't hood.
Tommy had no
Living
job.
Single.
Tommy had no job.
Single, Khadijah owned her own magazine. There was a lawyer. Kyle worked on Wall Street. Like,
Come on.
Leave it to the lawyer to read this nigga. Stanza is read this nigga.
She
But
cooking.
the Cosby Show, we got a doctor and a lawyer raising black kids and black. Like, I just don't get.
And
that.
we love
And
Theo. We love
You know,
them.
Yes.
The gift and the curse.
But hold on, okay, go ahead. And I'm gonna tell you. Let's not also forget that Jalil's counterpart is also dealing with trans people, and that's making it. No, I'm being honest.
I get it.
Like it's Carl Winslow is tied to sleeping with Puff. Like it's like a lot of shit to the show that just made niggas be like, I'm straight on that show.
But even before all of that, nobody's like, oh, let's turn on the Family Matters.
I love Family Matters. That was my thing. That's why I'm big with Laura. Laura was a cute little baddie. She didn't get enough credit that she deserved.
Not no more, but she.
Fresh Prince. I mean, look, Phil was a lawyer.
Hillary didn't even know what black people look like in Fresh Prince. We didn't care.
There's so many non-black hood stories. Like,
it's unfortunate for Jaleel White because he's a character who, no matter. I want to tell him this: when you're 80 years old, we still gonna be calling your ass Urkel.
And instead of running from that, I think he should embrace it.
Yeah.
Well,
And I think that's his biggest issue is the fact that he can't run from being Steve Urkel. And you're blaming it on your show, Family Matters, and
Don't
trying
blame
to
the
compare
audience
it.
because you did something so good that we stuck on that.
And that's what he needs to embrace.
Family
You were
Matters
great.
was corny. I'm so sorry. It was corny.
It was not
It
corny.
was corny.
So it was corny.
Outside of the one episode where the dad stood up to the police.
That was a good one.
Hold on.
Okay.
Somebody stole her coat. They talked about racism on that show. They had some very.
So we talk.
racism
If we
episode
say,
with
if we
his
telling the
dad,
top
but it
10
seems like it was
black
written by
sitcoms
black.
of all time,
It's not it.
Family Matters is not in it.
No.
Family Matters.
Y'all are crazy.
Yes,
If it
it's
has
at
to
the
Is it the bottom
It's
five?
at the bottom.
You wasn't
for
watching
sure.
that in Mobile, Alabama, or was it Montgomery? My bad. You wasn't watching.
Yeah, we is shooting
That
already.
ain't got nothing to do with where he's from.
That's why I'm asking. Y'all wasn't watching that?
Listen.
No, Alabama. Jazzie, they play in Alabama. They played different versions of the show.
It
It was easier for the audience.
Really
There
quick
was
and
no
serious.
into that, but when there was nothing, they keep coming about you about
They
that.
do.
Alabama.
I mean, I feel like Forrest Gump. Like I'm supposed to. I gotta find Bubba. I mean, like,
Bro, gotta be real with you. That's what it feels like to us.
oh my God.
You should. By the way, we should shoot.
You don't give
We should
that.
shoot an episode of That's Debatable in Montgomery
We
to
should.
debunk
We should.
all of the rumors. Because when I think about Alabama, I think about barefoot people.
Let's go.
Ooh, backwoods, dirty
Let's stay on
roads.
topic.
Okay, go next topic.
We're talking about this.
Okay.
Yes, but yeah, I don't think so. I think if you give top 10, that is at the very bottom.
Okay,
Top 10 is definitely
last
Family Matters.
Last
is
question
top
for
10.
you guys related to. I don't answer also. Is Family Matters a top 10 black sitcom? Yes or no?
10. So it's gotta be.
Yes or no, then, nigga.
Yes.
It's a hell yes for me. Hell yeah.
Number 10, 11.
So it's a no.
I'm gonna say it's top 10 for me.
It's not.
Like
I mean, but you know what?
Hold on.
In all fairness, it was
The Cosby
corny at
Show.
first.
The
was
Cosby
corny.
Show is one.
Cosby's one. That's
Okay,
easy.
Martin.
Well,
Easy.
Martin's
Fresh
one.
Prince.
Sanford and Son, The Jeffersons.
I don't know about Sanford Son.
What?
Good
Good
times.
Good
times.
That's all.
Sanford Son.
Okay, let me tell you something. I could not get into Sanford and Son. Sound like Sanford and Son was filmed in Montgomery, Alabama. By the way.
Oh my God.
You don't
so
know
Good
that.
times.
Yeah, for real.
Y'all are so
Hold on.
Good times
Hold on,
is in
Sarah.
there somewhere.
Okay, so let's at the table. Let's agree. Cosby Show. Yes.
easy.
Fresh Prince.
No order, but yes.
Yes, no
Yes.
order.
No
Fresh
order.
Prince.
Fresh Prince, for
Martin.
sure. Martin.
Yes.
The Jeffersons. Gotta put that.
yes.
Jefferson.
Hold on.
A different
Okay.
world. A different world.
Easy.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Did you put
Living
the Jefferson?
single.
Living single.
Absolutely.
Sanford and Son. You gotta.
No, I'm not saying no. I'm saying
Sanford
no.
and Son. Good times.
Look, hold
We
on.
got
Sanford and
five.
Son.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Not at 6.
Absolutely.
No, we had. How y'all at 6? Y'all missing one.
Because he didn't take in some of his suggestions.
Nah,
gotta
he
take
said-
in
he said
Sanford and
Son.
Son.
I'm saying no.
So
The
we got
Jeffersons,
your
yes.
6.
Sanford and Son.
The Jeffersons to me. Okay, Sanford and Son too.
Thank
So
you.
Sanford and Son is better than
So
Family
that's
Matters.
Yes.
I counted
8.
Easy.
I don't know. No, you got people in the room saying no.
Yeah.
I think Family Matters is top 10. We just proved that point. We can't. It's only like 7 shows that's above Sanford.
You proved your point.
Actually, I saw
There
a
are
show
no
that
other
did
shows.
do this.
No, different stroke. My wife.
Different
and
show.
kids.
I was gonna say my wife.
My wife and kids is Please, if there was
The Wayans brothers?
if all the Wayans brothers, the Jamie Foxx show,
And Jamie Foxx is not
all
mine.
of these
Not
shows,
mine either.
y'all are
Jamie
proving
Foxx-
my point.
No,
If
Jamie
these
Foxx
were
is not
on,
mine.
okay, so let me answer me
Bernie
this.
Mac?
Bernie Mac. Oh, Bernie Mac is up on the top.
New York undercover. New York undercover.
It's not a sitcom.
Bernie Mac for sure. So, I got a question for you then.
Go ahead.
After all we listed, if all of those shows are on and Family Matters is also on, are you gonna be watching Family Matters? All right, we'll move on.
Only
on
I
that
watch.
one.
Only
We'll
I
move on on
watch. Okay, my
that.
dick.
We'll
If
move on on
Stephon
that.
shows up, I might watch it.
Nobody watches Stephon Arkell.
Hold on now.
That what you doing?
Hold
Hey,
on.
look, don't lie.
Hold on.
Who
Hold
wanted that too?
Okay.
No,
You wanted him to.
I'm telling you, I
Listen.
thought the show was corny. If Family Matters is on, I'm just
The corniest
I'm trying to
thing-
find something
But I'll
else to
tell
watch.
you this, no BS. The Transformation
I did not
episode was
care
one of
for
the
it.
highest rated
It
episodes in
is.
sitcoms.
First of all, he is an icon in itself. That man had dolls that was selling out all over the
I'm
world.
not
He
saying
was.
that he wasn't a popular figure. Steve
said for you,
Urkel-
though.
Yeah, for
Jaleel
me.
White,
We're talking
you are
about me.
not
I can
part
only
of
speak
the
on my
experience.
opinion.
Okay, I
My
get it.
True
opinion. I
that.
think it was a corny show. I mean, Steve Urkel wore this. It's like Beauty and the Beast. He wore this girl down. Then had to change himself to even get her to notice it. Like that was 7 seasons of that.
Took
Come
you
on now,
7
like
years.
that's boring. Like no, I don't want to
seasons
watch
of
that.
that.
Let's go.
Next
Stanford
one,
said it's
like I
called
said.
7 Years a Slave.
The worst thing that show ever did was had that little girl go upstairs and never
never
come
come
back
Y'all even got
down.
good writers. Y'all didn't even write the
That was the worst thing.
And
That
pop up
show.
on pornos.
You gotta throw her
That what really
ass.
happened. She went upstairs as a little girl, and next time we saw her, she was getting fucked by Justice Slayer.
Stop.
Okay, I saw the film.
All right,
We praying for you, sis. We praying for you. I think she turned her life around.
Shit, by the way, we
because
love
they
her.
ain't never bring her back
We love
downstairs.
her,
That
by
was
the
the worst thing that
If they
show
brought her
ever
back
did.
downstairs, Justice Slayer would not have gotten her. Let's go
That's
to the
a
next
fact.
subject.
What's good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee, and myself and Ray Daniels presents the ultimate Christmas giveaway. This holiday season, we're giving back with amazing prizes from Lucky Energy, Tote and Carry, and Dope Coffee for 4 lucky winners. Here's how to enter. Follow these accounts on Instagram at the bottom of the screen. Ray Daniels Presents, The God Show, Ray Daniels, that's .debatable .show, and Artist Spotlight Pod. Drop your Instagram handle so we can find you. It's that easy. Winners will be announced on Christmas Eve. Let's make this holiday season unforgettable. And here at the Ray Daniels Presents, we really appreciate every last one of y'all. So this is our way of saying thank you.
That's how you close that up. That's a fact.
my
What's
next TikTok is going to be banned in the United States January 19, 2025.
Word?
I just want listen.
Never happened.
I want
Really
to
not?
know if it happens because this is the plan for Congress to ban it in 2025. What does that do for music and marketing as it's been infiltrated and people consider it in everything? Like they have a TikTok budget, they have TikTok.
Yeah.
Like
Make
so, what does it
Zuckerberg
do
the
for
most
it?
powerful dude on the planet.
You said what?
I mean, Ray, you
Zuckerberg
would
the
know.
most powerful dude on the planet.
Zuckerberg, the
Yeah.
most powerful.
Easy.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say I agree. First of all, I don't think it's gonna shut down. But anytime there is, I guess, discourse in the world, there's an opportunity. So what I believe that if TikTok shuts down, everybody YouTube is gonna go all the way up. It's gonna be more
YouTube
money
and
from us.
Instagram.
Yeah.
YouTube and Instagram will go all the way up. So for us, it's
That's
like,
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
YouTube?
TikTok is
Not
for people
YouTube,
under
but I
18
mean,
anyway. If you ask me,
people,
it's some kid shit.
What did you say?
It's for kids under 18. So that's
Yeah.
gonna suffer. Bring your ass to YouTube and the Facebook. Wherever
It don't affect my old ass, so I'm good.
I don't know
I don't know the tick. I mean,
You
I don't know
the
the
talk.
I know.
I think a lot of songs are being broke on TikTok. Like, so I just wanted to, from music executives,
Yeah.
like, what do
No,
y'all
it's
think? You don't think it's gonna?
1,088% affects the business.
That's
Yeah.
what I would think.
You know what's
what I would
crazy?
That's why
I
I wanted to
remember
talk about it, yeah.
we had this conversation like 5-6 years ago. Ray was like, dude, we literally have TikTok meetings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But again, it became a powerful platform. But
I
social
think it's
media
too
is
powerful.
rampant.
Honestly,
too.
that's
It
what.
is.
That's why.
And by the way, the reason why is because they're right. China owns it, and they have access to all our people and all our people data. And they're like, they're not saying we want to get rid of it. They're just saying it needs to be American owned.
Is
I
that
don't
the,
think
what's
which
going
is
on? Is that the
crazy.
debate? Is
Yeah,
that the
That's
issue?
incredible
Which
to
is
me.
crazy.
I love it.
Because I don't know the backstory about the banning.
No, they want to ban it because it's owned by China, and they're basically saying a foreign country has all these users, hundreds of millions of users in the
Yeah.
U.S. It has all our data and our information, and they want to shut it down for that reason because China can use aggregate our data to get our habits, our anything, and take advantage of us.
But
So-
a lot of
Ray
that
Daniels wants to
it's like
deport TikTok.
fallacies that they're coming up with theories, and because they've put him, the TikTok owner, in front of Congress and sat him down and asked him about these. He's debunked all of these things that have been accused against him and his company. what it comes down to is we are a
We don't trust
consumerism country,
That's what it is.
and it's not American owned. So if it's not American and it's doing the numbers that it's doing, it's taking
gotta
away.
stop that
Like
shit.
you said, Mark Zuckerberg is really powerful.
But
That's all.
but here's the thing: we okay with Mark Zuckerberg being the #1 man in the world because he's American.
Okay.
Now, when you're talking about the most powerful man making money, the most powerful social media website in the United States being owned by China. That becomes a little conflicting to the world. Just
What
being
about the
honest.
people in America, the
don't have
creators
an
that are
issue with
making money based off of TikTok?
That make
They're
money off
Americans.
YouTube? That make
I don't
money
have
off
an
of-
issue with it. I
by
think
the way,
me neither. I don't think
nobody
that's-
pays more money. TikTok pays the least amount of money. You're gonna get more money from YouTube.
But you
than
know,
anybody.
by definition, it's
TikTok
no
pays
longer
like
the land of the free,
1/10
right?
of what they pay.
You know that,
right.
No longer
with
the land
this,
of the free.
it does change a lot of
To
things.
be honest, it's never been the land of the free.
So we get to
We just all
deport.
had
So
we
we
the
deported
big-
TikTok and families in the same year.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I feel like TikTok
Trump
is the
took
new
over
Ended up
the
A&R.
with the titles.
You trying to lock us in? I ain't gotta do that shit. You asked me a question, I gave you my answer. I ain't deporting nobody.
Do you feel like TikTok is like the new A&R, like they're driving what is considered a hit right now? Remember how back in the day?
Absolutely,
And
that's
here's the
it.
problem.
I
The
think-
problem is that you have kids driving it for other reasons outside of who the artist is or what the music is saying. So that's why I'm not mad at TikTok. Is served as sort of an evil character in the ecosystem of music. TikTok has done more damage to music
Yeah.
than anything else because we chase those fires and them shit
agree.
And then
little
they
TikTok
yeah, and
they
then
die down. So
they
that's-
die down.
So that's
yeah,
so for me it's
absolutely.
like I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
And plus, you know, if it's gonna make my YouTube numbers go up and my Meta numbers go up, that's more important to me than my TikTok numbers. I make more money from those.
Shout
And
out
if
to
we talk
Ray's
about money-
YouTube. Turn it up. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on, my next topic I wanted to talk about the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thomas, alleged shooter Luigi Maggiani. Luigi Maggiani was officially charged with murder coming from a McDonald's tip. So they thought they saw him in McDonald's. One of the cooks saw him, and then there was another white guy that saw him. And they were offering, I think, upwards of like $60,000 for him. But now they're saying he might not get it because
See what I'm
two
saying?
people saw him. But he's caught. So I just wanted to discuss this.
Free my baby daddy.
Free my baby.
Free my baby daddy. Tell it
In
says
this country.
backwards.
Kill a babe.
I don't know. I think
Turn
they need a
anything
fall
into a bae
guy.
in this country.
No, listen, let me say
No, he's
Assassin
fine.
babe.
Bro, I'm being honest with you. That man is looked at in the hood as the new Robin Hood. Just being honest with you. And to be honest, and I mean, listen, man, I'm just glad that, just no bullshit. I'm just glad he wasn't Muslim.
Or black.
Yeah,
Or
or
black.
black, yeah.
Because they would have waged war on us next month.
They try to
Get
call him light
yourselves.
skin. They
Get
try to call him
yourselves.
light skin.
Get yourselves.
Yeah, get your people.
Get your people. I'm just glad that it wasn't us.
I don't know.
Because you know, if it was a Muslim person, it was banned Muslims, and it would have been it's like I'm
Facts.
just
Oh
glad
my
that
God,
he
can you
was-
imagine? Especially happened in New York. It would have been ugly.
coming up in January election, he would have said, "Oh, it would have been stop and frisk everything." I'm just glad that he found him so they can't misguide their anger to the
The
wrong.
KKK would have came
This-
back
I
for
mean,
real,
KKK,
wearing the hoods and
Yeah.
They
all.
said that the
Tiki
Thompsons,
torches and shit.
He was recently buried in a silent ceremony, but I can only imagine
Who
his
was?
wife and kids, the CEO.
Okay,
Thompson.
yeah.
Getting on social media and no one having any remorse for the killing.
But we
of
didn't
the
say
husband.
that.
No, I'm not.
I just said he fine. I mean, but rest in peace. And condolences to the family.
You see in the comments
One
on
can
social
exist.
media, it was like thoughts and deductibles. Like they didn't give a damn about it.
those are
And
trolls.
they were no. That is if you look on social media right now.
seen it. I've seen it.
But I think this radicalization is necessary
me,
because
too. Perfect.
because you see what they did when the other insurance company was trying to put a cap on anesthesiology.
Yeah.
And said, "Oh, we're only going to pay for a
Was that
certain amount."
Cigna?
Yeah, or I forgot which company it was, but they're only going to pay for a certain amount.
have-
And then once he died, they were like, "Never mind, we'll take it
I
back.
have
We'll
a
pay for it."
suggestion, though. I have an issue and a suggestion at the same time. I don't believe that these CEOs for these Fortune 500 companies should be able to remain silent. Like, I think the reason why companies are getting over because men are allowed to hide behind companies. Companies don't make the rules, men do.
I get
and
that,
to me,
but-
and no, hear me out real quick. And I'm saying is that in this case right here, once this happened, you seen all the insurance companies was taking their
Taking their
executive
leaderships
brands down
down,
off the
yeah.
websites.
Oh, really?
But nigga, why you just can't do right?
Yeah,
can't you just
exactly.
do that?
That's what
Too
I'm
good.
saying, and they're doing evil stuff. Like I was saying on the anesthesia. Like if you go into surgery, you need an 8-hour surgery. You tell me you only gonna pay for 4. Like
I'm putting
what?
my life on
Who thinks of sick shit
But
like
what are
that?
we saying
When you
though?
need that,
I
that's
get it,
insane.
but we're not justifying this though, right?
No one
No,
used
I'm
the
not
word
justifying.
justify.
I'm not
Justifying
saying,
what?
but
Hold
I'm
on,
saying
I got it.
Okay.
Justifying what?
This man was murdered.
Hey, can I tell you something? It's a famous line that we say in the hip hop community, and we use it when it happened to us, and I'm gonna use it right now. Niggas die every day, B.
Shout out to
Niggas
Ken.
die every day.
You know how many people died at his hands?
At his hands?
I'm with you, but again, you understand that that's a justification.
B. Listen
It's
what I'm saying.
not justifying.
It's not about justifying.
It's I understand why.
At some point, it's like I don't want that. I don't want no one to get hurt. But if you're United Healthcare is the #1 insurance company for denying claims.
I'm with you.
Ooh,
Okay.
See,
Number
you're
one.
educating me.
So when he put denied, whatever on that
On the
bullet,
bullet.
But are we
and now your
squarely-
mama don't get her cancer
But we're
treatment and
squarely
she died.
putting this, even though he's a CEO, there's a board, we're squarely putting that responsibility on the CEO.
Not
No.
on him, but it's
Okay,
sending
so
a
that's my
message to the
point.
rest of
You
them.
have to-
Get your act in
everybody,
order.
hey,
But you don't know that man's story. He probably did reach out to him or met
I
him
don't
at
know
some
his
conference.
story.
We literally
but
have
here's my
warrants to
hypothetical
pinpoint.
though. You never know. This man knew where he was in New York at the conference that he was at in that particular hotel.
Yeah, but that's
this
not
man.
hard.
But hold on. But this man, you don't know his story. That's why hopefully 50 Cent does do his Netflix series or his
hope
special
he-
that he talks about because I want to know. I feel like we all need to be educated on what that man experience was with this
I'm not-
particular
I'm
man.
not
Because
saying that
maybe
he
had
wasn't
a-
wrong.
But maybe
That's
he
not what
had
I'm
a
saying.
conversation with him that was
But-
directly
and
to
Jazzy,
that man.
it's
You never
something,
know.
and it's something very important. Most guys like this Luigi guy, most of them hurt masses of people. Bombs. The Unabomber, killing all people to send a message to the government. At least I like that he took the message out
I
on
like.
the motherfucker that it was for. He didn't shoot. He didn't try to blow up a building with people in it to hurt him.
I disagree
He took
on this
the-
one.
And
no,
it sent
he
the
just
message
took, he
that it was
took the
supposed to.
person that he had a problem with out. Listen, let me tell you something. And you know this, in this world, it's wars, motherfucker. Death is almost
For
necessary
sure.
to go forward. So what I'm saying is that these insurance companies have been doing Americans dirty forever and not want to help. And for me, I wouldn't be at the head of a company if I'm gonna be doing that, because I don't want nobody shooting me in my back.
I hear what you
But
say.
if you know it, that it's wrong being done to people, humans, at your expense, and you know it's to save profits,
And
not
the-
even
and you get
big profits,
bonuses.
but like bigger profits.
You're getting bonuses.
It's like, bro,
I'm not mad at anything y'all
I'd rather
say.
make $5 million and y'all don't get hurt than make fucking $10 million and y'all dead, but I got
I'm
my
with
10
you
million.
on
I'd
that,
rather that.
except
And to me,
that's
and if
ethics and integrity,
if I pick profits over human life, then I deserve what the humans to take that shit out on me, and that's what I'm saying.
So his question was, is it justifiable? So in your answer is pretty much yes.
This is what I'm saying. Sometimes in this world, you got to scare motherfuckers.
He didn't scare, he killed.
Yeah, he killed
And
me.
guess what? We've been saying fuck the police for how many years because of the shit that they do. It's the game, bro.
So it's giving eye for an eye.
It's giving eye for an eye. And
Okay.
to me,
And some people are on that vigilante type of spirit.
I feel
some
you gotta be careful with that.
Because I've watched some vigilante movies and I'm like, I'm rooting for the
re-
quote unquote
I'm
villain.
gonna tell you why I say you gotta
Like,
be
go
careful
off.
with that, because again, people
True.
at that level
True.
don't know how to differentiate. So it's almost like, okay, I lost my life or my family member lost their life, but if a person feels like, you know what, my livelihood was destroyed. Like, let's take the music business for a second. You dropped me from the label, my life went to shit, I'm gonna go kill the CEO. You
Can I say-
affected my entire life.
Can I tell you something?
My
else?
livelihood.
Okay, so watch this. You're right, but let me tell you something. When countries can choose to go to war over whatever the drama is, you know that innocent people will die.
For sure.
Okay, cool. So how do you fight a war if you're the smallest person fighting the machine? You grab you. It's like it's this movie I just watched. Ransom. And he says it. He says it was a point in society where you had the rich that lived up here and everybody else had to live underground. And the only time the rich worried was when them underground motherfuckers
Ransom.
came up
Is that
and
with Mel
snatched one of them.
Gibson?
Yeah, but one of my favorite movies. Came and snatched them. So my point is this: is that dog, we're in the music business. We understand when we sign artists that they can have a wrong misinterpretation of us. So we do everything in our power to explain it to them. What I'm saying is that this man was hiding behind a title, and now we all know his name, and it's unfortunate it was him, but that's the way the world's gonna go.
No, I get it. I'm telling you, I
We
understand
gotta
your
move
point. I'm just saying that
I'm done after
sometimes
you.
you got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. But I get. But I agree.
All right.
And sometimes
Jamie
be careful with
Foxx.
people and making decisions on people's lives too.
Yeah, exactly. Jamie Foxx
Because karma's a bitch. Go ahead.
recently dropped his Netflix special. What had happened was, I have not watched it yet, but I know a couple of you have. So what are your
How'd you
thoughts
feel about it?
on it?
Love it, 10s across the board. It's giving church, it's giving testimonial, it's giving tears, it's giving laughter as well. Because I know some people, particularly some family members of mine, like, but is the shit funny? And I'm like, y'all, it's a little bit of everything. He does take you on a journey of what actually occurred with his stroke, because we was left in the dark as the public. We didn't know exactly what caused him to be hospitalized. He brings us on that journey. He cries throughout that motherfucker. He also makes some jokes in between. We laughed, we cried, we came together at the end as a family, I felt like, and it was brilliant to me. Brilliant.
I didn't like it.
Damn.
It was okay. I turned it off halfway through.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, because
So you didn't even watch the whole
I
thing?
I turned it off maybe like 70% through. I turned it off like maybe 10 minutes after his daughter came on stage and played the guitar. I thought that was a beautiful moment. By the way,
Did you watch it or you
Yeah.
turned it off right when she came?
no, I watched it. I thought that was great. When he sung the song with her, I thought that was great.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it was funny. And to me, I feel like if he would have just said, I'm dropping a special to tell you what happened, I would have watched it differently. Expectations is everything in life. I went into it expecting to see a comedy special. So now I'm going to see a comedy special, and now this man is crying every fucking 2 minutes, and he's laughing every 2 minutes, and it's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh or cry, so I'm kind of like,
supposed to go with
I'm
the
watching
flow.
concerned, like,
Take you on a
and then it's
emotional
like,
roller
exactly, it was
coaster.
emotional roller coaster, but it wasn't funny. So that's all I would say. It wasn't funny to me. Jamie Foxx, and he's a funny guy to me, but it wasn't funny to me. It was like, and you know, I like that he gave us a window into his mind where he kept saying, I'm Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
Why does a stroke happen to Jamie Foxx? But it's
Yes.
like, my nigga, like I get it, but it just, I don't know, it just wasn't funny to me. It just wasn't funny. It was cool, but it wasn't funny. Would I watch it again with a heartfelt heart trying to get that's different. But if I'm going in on some like let me go to sleep laughing,
Yeah.
and I turn it on, I'm like, this
See,
thing-
it was you were upset because your
It wasn't
expectations,
funny.
like you said, you came in thinking you gonna kiki and
'cause it
cackle
said-
your
'cause
way
it said
through that
comedy- 'cause it
motherfucker.
said comedy
That's
event.
a comedy.
No, it does. It's a stand up.
If it would have said a Netflix event or something, I would have went into it like, well, what is this?
So you didn't chuckle once?
Nah.
Yikes.
I ain't gonna lie, like it was times when he was, and then another thing was that it was so, I'll give you an example, right? When he speaks about the girl Holly, right? He's like, Holly said, I'm Holly, motherfucker. I don't know at that moment, is that who Holly really was? Or are you just exaggerating? Because you're telling a serious story, but am I supposed to, you see what I'm trying to say? So as someone who does this, I'm looking like, what am I supposed to do
Here's
right
what I
now?
will say. As a person that met Jamie Foxx multiple times, interviewed him multiple times, and I coin him as the greatest overall entertainer of all time in our industry, in our culture. From the man doing stand-up, acting, singing.
Come again?
Acting,
Hold up, we gotta stop.
Singing. Overall best entertainer of all time to me when it comes to him acting, singing, being a comedian. I'm Jamie Foxx, one of his biggest fans. So here's the thing. By me interviewing him multiple times, I also coin him as being one of the greatest storytellers, because every time I'm on a carpet interviewing him, he breaks down, when I met Quincy Jones, this happened, or when I did this, or when I met Beyonce, I was at this party with Puff. He tells a story and it's elaborate in a way, but it's also like, it's magnetizing. Like, I'm hooked. So to me, his comedy special exemplified all of that. You understand what I'm saying? So I guess that's why I went in with those expectations, but I do get your disappointment if you went in just wanted to chuckle.
Thank you for that. But I would tell you something. I appreciate it for real. Because sometimes people try to make it seem like I'm just saying it wasn't funny. Was it good? Am I happy? Everything?
Yeah.
Did I have feeling when I saw him and his daughter? Did I feel emotional? Absolutely. But it wasn't funny. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
But I used to say that Jamie Foxx was the most talented human being alive. And then
Well, shit, that's better than what I coined his ass.
No, hear me out. I would say that. And you know who?
Because he is.
No. And guess what? Hold on. And then I had people in entertainers say he's not. And I'm only gonna give you the information they said, and it really made me say, damn, I didn't think about it like
Somebody changed your mind, Ray?
Yes.
Oh, well, let me hear this
that.
shit.
They said Jamie Foxx is not the most talented. He's just really good at acting like other people. And because he's not
Impersonations.
he doesn't write songs, right? So when he sings a song, he's singing it the way the demo singer sung it. The same way he's acting like Ray. He's good at playing characters, and he also can sing. And I was like, does that make him less talented? Does that make him less talented to me?
But like, that's harder.
But you didn't.
That's harder to try to embody somebody else's persona.
We can speak on this.
What he
for a
did
minute,
with Ray
because
is not brilliant.
But
What he did with Ray is not brilliant.
Let's be very,
Yes,
very
but he
clear.
was playing Ray.
No, Ray
But
was.
who else would you?
No,
Who would
wait,
execute that?
That's
I'm not,
one
listen,
body of
Jazzie,
work.
I'm on your side.
Listen,
You arguing with the nigga to
wait,
your right.
Wait,
I'm on your side.
Phenomenal.
Face that nigga.
So if
Probably the
if
best
not Jamie,
biopic
then
ever.
who?
But you said they changed your
Entertainer?
mind.
Yeah, because you know why? Because
If
Jamie Foxx is a great actor who can sing. He's not a
He
great
can-
actor.
he
I tell you, just
actually
off that,
sang,
who's
though.
better? Eddie Murphy's better.
No,
what?
no.
He's better at
He ain't sold no
everything.
albums.
You talking about singing or are we
No,
talking
he
about
said overall
entertainment?
entertainer.
Overall
Literally, that's
entertainer,
what I
Eddie
said.
Murphy's
Ice Cube.
better.
No, y'all was dead
Ice Cube is better than Tom.
Are y'all
All right.
Can I
Are
tell
you
you why?
dead
Can I tell you
ass?
why? Can I tell you why?
Ice Cube is better than
Jamie Foxx. Can I tell you why?
acting?
As a talent. You said as a talent.
No, sir.
Can I tell you why?
You think Jamie Foxx?
Can I tell you why?
This the last thing.
I got you. Can I tell you
As an
why?
overall entertainer,
Jazzie,
yes.
Jazzie, I'm gonna tell you why.
Hey.
Because
This the last thing.
not only
Hold
Ice Cube have bigger movies, more successful albums than Jamie Foxx, he wrote everything he's done when he produced it. That's the difference. Jamie Foxx, somebody gave him the words, somebody gave him the jokes, somebody gave him everything, and he just pulls it off.
All right, it's a debate for
Ray,
another
it's
day.
shining.
It's another
I'm
debate.
disappointed.
It's a debate.
I'm disappointed that you let a motherfucker turn you.
It's a debate for another
From
day.
Jamie Foxx to
listen.
Ice
It's a
Cube.
debate for another day.
My God.
I'm
If
just
you
making
with
an
Eddie Murphy,
Montgomery,
please.
Alabama. We will talk about
Debate
this.
for another. Life is crazy and bad things happen, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers can relate to having some, crazy moments happen right now. Ray, what's something that you do to keep going?
What I like to do to keep going is I drink my Lucky Energy drink to give me some energy because I know I have the winter in me. I'm just being honest. Like today, I came in really tired, and I taste that Lucky Energy. It hits me. I'm gonna be honest.
Took you there.
It takes you. It makes me want to run and scream and yell. And by the way, it's all natural. That's what makes it dope. So I do that when I'm trying to pick myself up.
Absolutely. And it's crazy that you mentioned Lucky Energy because the founder himself has walked through so many different things. He was in a plane crash where 136 people died and he survived. He's raising.
He's one lucky fuck.
Yeah, he's definitely lucky. And his father passed away in that plane crash as well. He's also raising a daughter that has special needs. And so part of the branding of the company is that they want to show that life continues to move forward and you can still move on despite all of the bad things that have happened to you. Lucky Energy has been a part of different videos. Friday's Baddest in the Room, Sukiana's out, and they've given away about $20,000 in flight credits. Yeah, we need flights. Yes.
Sponsor the show. Fly somebody,
Right, fly us out.
We'll film an episode in first class. Me and Stanton will. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely. So I think it's just, great to highlight what the founder has done and continues to do for the people, and not even the people that support his brand, but those who don't as well. So if you want to check out Lucky Energy, be sure to check them out on Amazon. We're going to provide the link in the comment section below, and you're going to get $12 off. So yeah, shout out to Lucky Energy. Thank you for giving us the freedom to fly.
Thanks for making us feel lucky. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Okay, I'm respecting the gavel.
Let's go.
But I'm disappointed.
So Drizzy is back at it allegedly. It's been alleged that Drake bought floor seats to Kendrick's tour, which has been increased by, they needed a second show in Canada. So they're extending the show in Canada. But it's alleged that he bought the floor seats, and Kendrick is giving free tickets to the concert, and there's a current wait list for those tickets with over 25,000 people on the wait list for those free tickets in Drake City. What do we feel?
I'm gonna jump in real quick because I just did somebody's show a couple days ago and I said this. I hope Drake and his team are smart enough to leave Kendrick the fuck alone.
Please.
Here's why. Not the rap battle though. Not the rap battle. He already got beat in the rap battle.
Right. Dead ass.
Drake is making it more personal, and let me tell you why he should leave him alone. Because Kendrick only has to come to Toronto if he has a show there. All your niggas is in LA.
Yeah.
So nigga, you talking about like one of your niggas is just associated Drake is in just a record plant recording or Chalice or one of the studios recording, and them what LA niggas know. Dog, leave them alone. I like this to me. That makes me afraid that this can be a serious beef or somebody gets hurt. Because if you think you're gonna show up to a Kendrick Lamar show in Toronto and punk him, you might punk him, but you're forgetting that every last one of y'all have to spend most of y'all time in LA, and they gonna get your ass, and it's gonna be bad for everybody. It's gonna be jump-ins, and it's gonna be. And then I specifically said on this guy's show, I said, Boy Wonder, especially because I know Boy Wonder, that's our guy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Boy Wonder might be in the studio. Then look what happens 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Mustard is like, yo,
Mustard
Boy Wonder, I heard you say West Coast music is bad. Like, there's waging a war on you where you're fighting in their home turf. Leave them niggas alone.
Can I ask exactly what is he doing? Is he pulling up 50 Cent with Ja Rule when
Yeah.
he bought like the
Yeah.
first 100,
Yeah.
whatever, like, so where they could be empty?
Yeah.
And now Kendrick is like, let's give the tickets away for free. And it's like over 30,000 people on a wait list to get those tickets. So it kind of backfired. And it's
course
like,
it
He already got
backfired.
the money. He already got the money. And it doesn't make any sense.
Bro, you should leave
Of course
them
it backfired.
Yeah.
alone. Leave them alone.
Ja Rule is not Kendrick, and Kendrick ain't Ja Rule. Kendrick is that nigga. And especially he that nigga right now.
Especially after he has your head on his bag because
Yes.
he killed you.
The
nigga.
reason why
He's walking
50
around,
did
he's
that-
walking the room with- 50 been walking around the room with Ja Rule and Irv Gotti's heads since he came and he ain't gave it back to them.
Drake is giving Delulu.
Please.
Because the reason why 50 could do that, because 50 won the battle, just like Kendrick won the battle that you lost.
Hit that album. I don't even want to say no more. We got more time. Let's stop. We can stop this one. She's so right. I never even thought about that.
It's giving Delulu. He really think he's still in the running of winning this battle that you lost.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No.
Take
Can
your
I tell you what really happened?
L and just
Can I
go,
tell you-
bro.
Can I tell you what really happened?
I'm ready to turn up to your music, Drake. Like the girls, we here. We're still waiting for you.
Let me tell you what happened.
Like,
I know he's mixed.
well, don't give it on the biracials.
Y'all
I don't want to piss off the biracials.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna say something that if y'all don't think it's factual, I'll just leave it there. His black side, his black daddy said, "Go out and fight that nigga."
No, but you
hold on. Let me finish. Let me just get this out. His black dad said, "Go out and fight that nigga." Because that's what a black dad in the hood would say, right? Speaking of black dad, my stepdad's in the room, and when my brother was going through shit, my stepfather was like, my little brother was running home from school. My stepfather was like, "Nigga, we going out." How old was Michael? Like 10, 8? He said, "You going outside to fight that nigga. You ain't running this house no more." And that's it. That's what a daddy does. Now his white side said, "When we lose, we sue.
Yeah, we fight him with the law.
We fight with the law."
We fight him with the law.
So what I'm saying to you is, I believe that his black side got whipped, and now he's like, "I'm gonna fight it the way I know how to fight it," and that's in court. And and now your white friends are like, "You know you have nigga, right? I'm just here to tell you, you're killing the nigga in you right now by doing this. I know you're one of us too, but they're not gonna forgive you for this."
Absolutely.
And that's what's happening right now.
I just wish he would stop the antics because he's not gonna come back.
And Jazz, I ain't gonna lie, I don't think
once-
women are gonna fuck with him no more. I think
after
not if you keep doing this, because it's turning us off.
Stuff like this.
It's turning us off. It's making the
certain
pussy
things we
mad
can forget
dry.
about.
Pussy's mad dry.
Like it's like
dry.
Certain
it is.
things we can get about it.
Y'all pussy get wet to that shea butter now.
Yeah.
Kendrick bring that shea butter. Y'all
No, we
turned
getting
on,
went to that Luther with that scissor in her
Yeah.
record. Like we lit.
Hey, he
off
making
of-
hits too.
Yeah,
That
he
nigga
That's what
got-
I'm
he
saying.
just going, bro.
And he's doing it different
This
because
is the biggest victory lap of
Yeah.
all time.
Yeah.
All time.
And by the way,
and it's calculated.
Free
Like this man is leave them little niggas alone. Leave him alone
Listen.
because he.
But
is
right to your
calculated.
point.
By point by point by point. He's like, I'm gonna hit him here. If you go look at Kendrick Lamar's tweets, it's nothing but bangers. Like it's him releasing.
It's
something.
bangers. The whole album is-
Super Bowl. It's a new drop. It's a new
When
video.
that nigga
It's a new.
plays,
It's like
when
boom,
they,
boom,
you,
boom.
do you know how
gonna
crazy
hit
they gonna
squabble
go
up.
at the
Yeah.
Super Bowl when they say, "Mustard!" Turn the TV off. First of all, Drake helped West Coast music become popular.
Popular. Yes.
He sure
and then you know
did.
what I like?
I
he
like
did?
the
resurgence
He
because
put
of
me
it.
on. Kendrick
That's
put
a
me
good
on
word, a
two
resurgence.
new West Coast rappers, and I'm like, yeah, they a vibe. He put other people on.
He
and
did
they went-
he literally did everything
support
right,
him.
and he's watching him unravel.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying to him is, hey, look, bro, that's your white side coming
When
out.
them super
You better go
powers
back
get
and fight.
But
nigga.
to the black side that you mentioned, when your daddy told you to go out there and beat Mike ass, right?
My dad told Mike to go out there and beat the boy ass.
Okay, that part.
Yeah.
He went out there, he fought the good fight.
Yeah.
He lost. So what happens when you just
Ego.
lose
Yo,
the
black
fight?
mama
live
said,
to fight
you gonna go, we gonna fight him tomorrow.
Friday
And the
we
black
live
mama, hey, listen, Jazzie, a black mama gonna
Yeah,
say,
but you
we
know
fighting
what?
them tomorrow and every day. A white mama's like, we're
Drake-
moving, we're suing,
Drake
the
is
So
school.
the daddy said, keep
The
fighting?
daddy said, go fight that nigga, and the mama
Would
said,
you
we
say
do
that?
not.
But
Would
you
you say that to
understand
yourself?
what
Keep fighting?
If
gotta
Drake was
stop.
with me, I would be in the studio right now.
That's what I'm
making
saying.
a fucking the hardest
You
album.
can't.
Yes,
You
he
tried.
can. And I would address him
No,
every
he
time.
could-
He is a prize fighter who got knocked out. You remember when Mike Tyson got beat? Everybody was
By
like,
Buster Douglas, it was over.
Damn, yeah.
yes, it was over.
I cried that day.
That's the
Me too.
point.
I was a
Drake's
kid, I
ego.
cried.
was that
is taking
93?
over.
Because I remember years.
It was
There you
kids.
go.
No, it wasn't 93. It was earlier.
It was
Cause
91, 92.
I remember watching it on HBO Max box in the projects, and I
And
moved
he
to Atlanta in
lost.
'92. So it had to be '91 or
Yeah,
'92. Yeah.
God.
And we saw
cried.
somebody that we thought was invincible fall.
That's
Exactly.
okay. That's
Same
okay.
thing. Same
But
thing.
guess what he did though? He came back and fought another match. He didn't sue boxing.
No, I'm with you on that.
He didn't sue boxing, Don
But
King,
you know
everybody. He
what?
just took his
I'm
ass.
a toast to that.
His ego can't. His ego
He
can't.
didn't sue boxing.
If you go to social media now, his comments are limited.
He probably sued Don King, but he ain't
It's
sued
the
boxing.
most sensitive thing I've ever seen in
Well,
life.
he's a sensitive man.
He sued boxing because the next Buster Douglas fight, he got paid more money, and they said they only want to see him fight because he beat me. I'm suing, nigga. That's the game.
Yeah.
Man shit, man. Man shit. We ain't handling no bullshit here. Man shit only. Let's go.
All right. So,
Can't
getting
stand, by the way,
into-
stand to be beating the shit out of that damn gavel thing. That shit is rules of color and everything. That shit is.
I'm trying to respect the gavel. I'm over here next to it. That should be ringing. I'm
That's
like,
what? Okay, Santa, go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so moving on to our topics. Jay-Z has been in the news. He was added to a complaint that originally only included Diddy for sexual assault allegations against a 13-year-old girl. It was accused to be happening in 2000, and she is now, the Jane Doe is represented by a known ambulance chaser, Tony Busby. What are they doing to
Jigga, my nigga.
I'm gonna just say this.
Yeah.
I appreciate how Hov responded.
Yeah.
No, Jazzie, that shit was within an hour.
He don't respond to
I thought it was less than that.
It might have been 20 minutes.
It was 23.
I think it was.
That was my
I thought it
stamp.
32.
Yeah, it was like 23 minutes.
See, 23, 32,
Okay,
maybe.
32,
I might be
It was
dyslexia.
yeah,
It might have been
It
backwards.
was one of those, but I saw 32 somewhere.
Yeah.
No, 32 minutes later, and he said what everybody wanted to say. If
Yeah.
I did what you said I did, I should be in jail.
Yep.
I challenge you to take me to criminal court for this shit. It's about money.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like, and another thing, I like sometimes as much, I'm only talking to Black America right now. Like, by the way, I'm not even famous. Like, I'm like little known. And I got women that's on me. These niggas was at their peak at 30. And you think that they are two grown men who are worth hundreds of millions of dollars, a 13-year-old girl? Some of that shit just feel like clickbait, like hyperbole. That's where I'm saying. It's like hyperbole or whatever it is. They feel like that because it's some shit just don't make sense. And if you're a rapper, especially back then, you had groupies everywhere. You mean tell me they walk past the groupies to go get a little girl? That just don't add up to me as a man.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Did Black media have a responsibility with regard to how they reported the news on Jay? Because it was a debate.
No.
Exactly. That's what I said. But there was a lot of people that were upset with Black media for reporting it the way they did.
Yeah, but
They didn't even do the initial report.
they had to though.
No, I agree.
They didn't even do the initial report. It took the shade room like an hour to post it.
Kenny Burns is leading that like I Black me now, but I'm like,
Oh, she is?
no, Kenny Burns.
No, Kenny Burns was
he
the-
Oh,
basically-
Kenny Burns. I
he
thought I
was
heard
basically
Candy
saying-
Burns.
No, he was basically saying like yo, it's like yo, Black media, I'm ashamed of y'all.
Nah,
Cause y'all,
that's-
I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you the truth. I posted it on my story, and I was like, cause I felt lame. Like an hour later, I was like, I ain't doing that shit to him. And cause for me, it's like, just because something is gonna get you clicks and looks, if it's gonna hurt a family, I gotta think twice about that. And the other thing I like that he said, and by the way,
So you're saying Black media does have a responsibility?
No, I'm saying Black media has a responsibility to tell the truth, but at the same time, yeah, we do have a responsibility.
They have a responsibility to report it, just like any
well,
other
I mean,
outlet as
it's-
well.
That's how
I'll give you an opinion.
But I don't think the Black media spearheaded this though, so I
I'm
don't
not
want
saying
to.
spearheaded, but they were criticized.
White media does it for their
Everybody
executives
criticizes.
all the time.
Everybody
I mean,
criticizes.
so they don't always tell they shape the media the way they want us to see it. And if we have our Black greats that we want to protect or whatever.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
So
of
we
course,
do have a
if these,
responsibility.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think to a certain degree we do.
I
think
tell
to a
you
certain
what.
degree. I'm never on the side of I need to see. We want to see the facts, but also, if you're being, accused of sexual allegation charges, like we need to hear the victim out, of course. But it seems with this one, a lot of things are not adding up, which is making the case
So then
because he wasn't initially.
but that's the case.
He
I'm
wasn't
just-
initially added to. He was added
To
to
the
the
lawsuit.
So
complaint.
this is what I'm saying.
It was originally against just Diddy.
You are.
So it seems like it's just a
You're
shakedown.
an editor, and the person comes in and says, "Yo, this is the breaking news."
They do it every day.
I know that, but I'm saying you're saying that we as Black media should have protected Jay-Z?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I didn't hear anybody say that.
I don't think anyone's saying protect him. I think the way that the situation is being handled, it doesn't have to be maligning. It doesn't have to assume guilt every time. It doesn't have to do that.
I don't think it did.
Okay. I don't think that, I understand where you're going, but I do think that there's a responsibility to be like, cause like if you watch The View, I love The View. When you watch Sunny hates Trump, and when she reads it, she'll be like, after she tells you everything he did, she'll say, by the way, legally I have to do this. Trump denies all allegations, blah, blah. That's responsible. So do I think,
That's
I think media has
journalism.
to be, I think media, thank you. I think media has to be responsible, period.
I agree.
But I do think that if you say here's a story, I do believe if you don't believe it, you can say, but I don't. Absolutely. I have to report it.
But that's personal journalists that do that. Can I just speak though before the time run up when it comes to it? Yes, I am. Here's a problem that I think was happening with this. As much as, especially women, because we've been there before, especially with Diddy. A lot of people roll with Diddy until that tape of Cassie come around where he literally beat her ass, right?
I did. I'm saying I rolled with him. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely, and I understand that. Although he's had, shaky shit with him throughout his whole career. Here's what I'm not liking when it comes to Diddy. As a woman, we want to listen to the victim, alleged victim. We want to hear the mob. We want to hear woman out. But I think it's also fair that on the opposite of that coin, we also need to hear out what the person is being accused of as well. I mean, his song said it when it comes to like being considered guilty before innocent. That's not what the law states, right? It's considered innocent before guilty. But the thing with it is the problem is that he is being aligned with Diddy, who has already been deemed guilty from public's opinion. That's why when you spoke earlier on it, when you spoke earlier on it, excuse me, because last time I did that to Ray, he was like, you put your hand on it. No. But when you spoke about it, when you mentioned the both of them. I think that's what's damaging this story right here. It's because Jay-Z name is attached to Diddy, who we already have deemed guilty. So I think when it comes to Jay-Z, we should all give him the benefit of the doubt, allow him to fight for his name, fight for his family, fight for his word.
How is that not
because it's fair to Jay-Z to have that when it comes to us, the public.
This is my
black, white, and different.
The headline said Jay-Z is accused of blah, blah, blah. That's it. And then it read, basically, it was kind of like Associated Press. It was basically the same story. Where was the negligence on black media? That's my only question.
I didn't see any negligence. What negligence?
Okay, so what I'm saying
is, the story.
So this is what I'm saying. That's my point. So when Kenny Burns came over the top and said, hey, black media, I'm ashamed of you. For what?
Who said that?
Kenny Burns.
Okay, but why is he saying that? Is he ashamed because we're...
But what did
you bring it up?
He said the video say?
Y'all get him. I'm out of this one.
They mishandled it, and we had a responsibility on how we told.
Exactly. I don't see how they mishandled it.
So he just said, "Black media,
I think it
y'all didn't handle this well," and that's
no. Here's what I'm getting. You can correct me if I'm wrong. What it sounds like Kenny Burns is saying, and what it sounds like you're saying on his behalf, is that he's upset that we are even talking about the topic, or even promoting it, or even posting it. But that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I worked for Vibe magazine for 5 years. At the end of the day, we're gonna post. We're gonna post.
I'm gonna pause y'all.
What's happening?
I'm gonna pause y'all to read what he said.
Yeah.
Kenny Burns said, "Black media." He posted a picture of him and Jay-Z. He says, "Black media specifically, you should be ashamed. Jay-Z has exemplified black excellence and inspired all of us all along the way with real, actionable, tangible examples, and you choose to post a baseless accusation. What happened to protecting our real heroes? Anything for likes and clicks, huh? Disgusting."
That was my original point.
And I don't agree with that.
Media has a responsibility to report it.
No. Here's the thing. If they're discrediting Jay-Z, if they're bashing Jay-Z, if they say he's a piece of shit and we believe these accusations, then you have an argument. But if I'm a media outlet, just like anywhere else, whether it's TMZ, whether it's E-News, whether it's the fucking ABC News, NBC, I'm promoting what is put out there, but I'm not promoting it in a sense where I'm against Jay-Z. That's the difference.
You just changed my mind. I'm with you.
But that's the difference.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't gonna lie. Like you're right. Like I thought. I agree with him because I'm looking through it through another lens. Yeah. But what you're right, like if my business is reporting the news, then my job is to report the news. Yeah. Like I can't help it that it's your turn to be the news, but I agree with you.
But it's also your turn to defend yourself, and that's why as a journalist I say, hey, at the end of the day, yeah, we're supposed to listen to the alleged victims, but we're also supposed to listen to the alleged accuser as well.
Have their day in court. But to your point, you said,
and I think he deserves that.
But it's hard.
He deserves that.
It's hard to separate him from Diddy because he's named in a complaint with Diddy,
and that's what I think is unfair.
It's unfair, but it's still it's unfortunate.
To your point, it's
not unfair. It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate because they're giving the news. He's named in a complaint next to Diddy, so he's listed. But
let me correct myself. I say it's unfair. It's unfair for people because a lot of us on this panel agrees that Diddy is guilty of something. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So because he's guilty, Jay-Z would be considered guilty of association.
Yes.
And that's what I consider to be unfair.
Yes.
And that's why I think the lawsuit is unfair because initially, like you said earlier, beautiful, is that she filed a lawsuit against Puffy first. 2 months later, now you want to bring up Jay-Z.
No, he was always in it.
They sent it. No, he wasn't.
Yes.
He was not.
He was always listed as Superstar A. They didn't say his name. The lawsuit came out months ago and they was like, because remember, let's be clear, y'all. There's also a female A-list celebrity that's listed that they haven't said her name yet either.
So in the original affidavit, they said celebrity A, male.
Yes, male celebrity A.
Because I know Jay-Z said they approached him first and they asked for money.
They said, we'll take you out of this. And he said no. And that's when they filed it. And that's when he went at it. He knew about this months ago.
He's suing them.
He knew about it,
But whoever the female is right now, if I was her, she should come out and say, I'm the girl. Like she
absolutely
don't wait, because the worst thing here's the problem that I think everybody has. You motherfuckers wait until the world says it. And now you're like, oh, I'm gonna address it now. I'm addressing that shit today, but look, y'all, gonna be some shit coming out tomorrow.
So you can control the narrative.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like the New York mayor did when they that nigga. But while they was on one news,
Eric Adams,
while the DA from Manhattan was on doing one press conference, he was doing his. They trying to get me. They after me in New York. I'm not standing down. So for me, I just feel like, to me, only reason why I feel like is you gotta let it happen the way it happens because it's the news, and if we don't report it, you know what they're gonna be saying. Y'all protecting Jay-Z.
Exactly.
That's my point.
We can't protect Jay-Z because there is an alleged victim that is still a chance that person is a victim. Yeah. So you're disqualifying them. So you're right. We don't have a responsibility to it. But as a black man, I will say I will go on record right now. I don't believe it 100%.
Can I ask this question? That's all I'm saying across the board. Do you believe it?
No.
Do you believe it?
I don't know.
Do you believe it?
No. But at the same time,
I think the
circumstance.
So I can't say.
She's like, I can't say that on record, guys.
I believe in everybody having their day. But with the circumstances, there are a lot of things that are going in Jay-Z's favor for him to be, these is kind of, they seem baseless, but I can't say that because I'm also not the victim. I wasn't there, and I don't know what she's told her attorney. So.
Yeah. And stop acting like y'all wasn't sneaking at the house at 13. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
All I wanted was to get my point across.
Why is there so many 13-year-olds outside? I don't see kids nowhere now. I'll be like 13-year-old at a party, 16. I'm like, where? I don't even see it. So I'm sorry. Go ahead, Stanza.
So,
Queens in the building.
I need the around the horn thing. Alabama 1, New York 0.
All right.
You think you won this debate? You think you won that one? Of course.
I love Brian.
I don't understand why you
50 Cent.
Go ahead.
50 Cent was in the news. He was on he was asked a few questions. But what brought this topic to head was that he mentioned Jay-Z and what the NFL is going to say about this. Also trolling, kind of trolling in 50 Cent fashion. Do we believe that he has gone too far with his trolling?
Ooh, I'm gonna let y'all take that one. Shout out to 50. I love 50.
So someone's not biased. No,
Okay. So let me say this then. Let me say this. When 50 trolls and he's talking, it doesn't feel as bad as when he writes it on his Instagram. Because let me tell you what. Because like when he did an interview with Big Boy, and Big Boy asked him about it, he's like, man, I'm just asking what's going on with this, and it kind of comes up innocent. But when you see that shit in black and white, it'd be like, what is going on right now? So he knows what he's doing with that stuff. But I do only time. So I thought he was trolling the shit out of Puffy, but then you figure out that Puffy was also smashing his youngest son, baby.
Yeah.
So
Puffy didn't want to sign him when he first came out.
So that might be one thing, but. Only problem I had with 50 Cent said, there's only one problem I had.
What's that?
Nigga, you know Jay-Z has business with the NFL.
Yeah.
And you flat out say, how y'all think the NFL gonna feel?
Well,
Now the NFL has to respond now because
Yeah.
50 Cent said it. He knows how media works. So I feel like that was the only time I think he went too far.
I don't think he went too far. The man feels like he was blocked from his Super Bowl performance by Jay-Z.
ooh,
So that was
so it's
spiteful?
personal.
Spiteful.
Yeah,
And
I think it's all
yeah.
personal.
But
It's always personal with him.
But why did he block him though? Like
I don't, but that came out of
Why
his
he
own
blocked him?
mouth.
Acting like you don't know your hip hop history.
50 said he don't know. He was like, why would you do that?
That's my point. So
Stop acting like you don't- he acted dumb.
Instead of 50 Cent acting like, I don't know, why would he do this to me, blah, 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 have a conversation. But for you to just go, listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all something. Listen, in Black America, the two most excellent families are the Obamas and the Carters. Let's be clear. And when we start fucking with those families, and that's why I love what he said. Now, me and my wife, he didn't say Beyonce, he humanized her. Now, me and my wife got to sit down with our children and explain this bullshit that y'all pulling on them. And I want to make at the end, y'all fuck with the wrong one. And I pray that he win, and I hope that he wins and kicks their ass, because sometimes we have misguided anger when we lose. When we lose, it got to be somebody's fault. Or sometimes it's just the way the world works.
I'm
Like,
with
it
you on
wasn't your
that,
turn
but
to
if
win.
you bring it back into focus with 50 though, it's like, that's a 50 Jay-Z thing.
I may say something that's
It's a 50
controversial,
Jay-Z
but
thing.
I think that we only go at each other in public. Like, all Black people are the only ones that go at each other in public. As a lawyer, I know that there are white lawyers on each side in music that they may act like they not liking each other on that thread, but they golfing the next week.
They
Like,
kids go to school together.
they kids. So it's like, why? Even if it's out of spite, why did he have to put it on the public platform to now make the NFL have to do? It's like, we can do that. Like, you can be upset, but I think with everybody being so large, where 50 Cent is where he's at, and Jay-Z is where he's at,
He don't need to do that.
Here's the thing, y'all.
can we have?
He's a cancer. They say cancer on the
Obviously,
spiteful sign in history.
Like, this whole situation with Diddy, I don't think he's a martyr. I don't think he's like, oh, we trying to take the black man down. But at certain points, it's like, Black people, we running out. Like, now they're gonna be starting to look for shit on LeBron. Like, we running out of greats to have.
You preaching.
Like,
The James
so
family
I'm
is
just
coming
saying,
too.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's dirt in
y'all
America.
are trying to take down everybody we got. You
You're
know what I'm
preaching.
saying?
You're
So
preaching.
I'm just saying, I just think while I understand 50 Cent's point, I think there's a better way, but he's a troll. So is he going too far?
I mean, he's a troll.
think.
That's what
But
he
we're
does.
talking about 50 in particular.
If let's just say the NFL have to answer, and they strip Jay-Z of that, then that strips so many Black people of the opportunity to play the
But that
Super
has
Bowl
nothing
in
to
the
do with 50,
beginning.
though.
Yes, it does.
No way.
Because he the first.
They were
It could be a byproduct of that. It would.
They were going to have to
Listen to what I'm
answer
saying.
anyway.
Fuck the NFL.
Hit me out.
The NFL was going to have to answer anyway.
I just want to say this. Here, you got to understand this. He knew
What he was doing.
Of course he knew.
That's how
Can I
he makes,
talk?
that is how, go ahead. That's how he makes his money, bro. 50 Cent has literally been playing the same character since the beginning of time. He's just, we think because you're 50, you're supposed to stop it. He like, no.
Yeah, no.
And you think
I'm
because he's
50.
older.
I'm just 50 years old, nigga. I'm
We
50.
care because it's Jay-Z. If it was
But he
Dr.
never
Dre,
cared.
we wouldn't be talking
Here's
about
the thing. The title is saying, has 50 Cent gone too far?
Yes.
Hell no. He has not gone too far because this is what the fuck 50 Cent does.
is what he does.
This is what he does. But here's the thing. He's a practitioner of the 48 laws of power. When you got
There's
your
no
enemy
book.
on your motherfucking neck, you keep it on that bitch
I'm
for
saying.
when? To dear life. So he's practicing what he preaches.
But
Here's the thing. Y'all say it a lot. Yes, you on your MLK shit. I get it.
Not at all.
No.
Church on the money.
You're right. No, you're right.
Jazzie, go ahead.
Money. That's it.
You're right.
That's all
When
I'm
it comes
saying.
to us, we do have the crabs in a barrel mentality. That's how I'm gonna sum it up with what you said. We totally put us up on a pedestal, and the minute we get there, we tear each other down. And we do that often. But my thing is, we're talking about, has 50 Cent gone too far? I'm trying to say this is what 50 Cent does, this is what he's known for, and this is what he's been doing. So why are we surprised that he's being consistent on being the villain in hip hop? He doesn't give a fuck about Jay-Z. He doesn't give a fuck about Diddy, and he never did. And he's told y'all why. And just in case y'all forgot, y'all need to hit y'all Google.
Can I tell you why? The reason why I'm surprised is because people usually make that move when they don't have a choice.
Not when you a practitioner of the 48 laws of power.
That's true.
You keep your head on your neck on that, your
literally
foot on that motherfucking neck.
never
I got
takes a break.
I will say this though, he better be perfect.
And I feel that. But Ray, think about it.
Break.
How long has Ja Rule and 50 Cent been going at it?
Ever.
To the point Ja Rule ain't nobody even talking about him in hip hop. Nigga ain't dropped the album in what, 20, 30 years? But when that motherfucker do a concert, what does he do? He buys those first 50 rows. He don't stop keeping his foot on his neck. So I'm only saying this, not agreeing with 50. I just think to answer this question, no, because 50 has been consistently the villain in hip hop. He doesn't give a fuck. He told y'all when he first came out, Jay-Z was against him. He told y'all recently Jay-Z didn't even want part of the Super Bowl. So why do y'all think he's gonna get that nigga grace?
I don't think that he's
giving him grace is different than attacking him.
Yeah, absolutely. But and my thing is, I'm not saying
He
that
ain't attacking him,
because
really.
I don't think that
He ain't really attacking him.
Listen.
Anybody at the top,
he's being a troll.
Anybody at the top is not scotch, free. They're
no
not
offense to
clean.
Jay-Z.
So I'm not saying
Somebody dies every day, B. I mean, that's what you
Here's the funniest quote that I've seen. When people say, we see every day while 50 Cent was shot 9 times.
Yeah.
He proves it every day. And do you think he gives a fuck?
No, nigga.
I don't think that's the question. It's not the question of if he gives a fuck. I'm not surprised by 50 Cent. I'm not surprised by what he did. I'm just saying because I don't think that even Jay-Z and Diddy, all these people, it's not an attack like, oh my gosh, they're taking down. That's not where I'm going with that. I'm not on my MLK
No, your
shit.
issue is very valid.
Oh, but I like MLK.
No, I'm
I said it as a compliment.
I'm just saying, like, because these men are not martyrs where, like, oh, they're perfect and they're taking down the most perfect. No, I don't know about this allegation, but Jay-Z got some questionable things that he's done in his past. We all know that. However, I'm just saying,
what are those?
Before you go on, but let me say this though. To Ray's point, he doesn't see Jay-Z that way. The way Ray says that the Carters and Obamas, he sees himself that way.
Who sees himself?
50 sees him with everything he's doing in TV and film.
Left.
He sees himself as
we ain't gonna have none left.
Wait, what's his
We're not gonna have
My
none
point
left.
is, I don't think that 50 considers that when he's doing what he's doing. I think he sees
he
himself,
considers himself,
as an
yeah,
example. Yeah, I don't think
absolutely.
he considers Jay-Z an example.
Example of what? Black excellence?
Yeah, I don't
he
think he
feels
does.
like all the attention that Jay-Z
We're
gets
not
as
gonna have
being
none
black
left.
excellent. It should be.
I'm
geared
not
towards
going to say
himself.
it should be geared towards him. I don't think he views Jay-Z as black
All I'm
excellence.
gonna say to him is,
No, you
nigga,
don't.
you better be perfect.
No, you got to be perfect.
Everyone
Yeah.
says that too.
You
Yeah.
better be perfect, nigga, because you, anytime somebody laugh or trip, you the first nigga laughing.
Yeah.
He is.
And the thing is that when them tables turn, and to be honest with you, I don't want them to, but it will be very interesting to see how he
always
responds
do,
to
though.
adversity.
Just recently before that, he said, "Nigga, you trying to portray a gay painter? Like he's been.
Fucking
It
with
just
him.
ain't coming out of
Poking
nowhere.
poking the bear.
And
Yeah.
And in particular, to me, if I'm honest, it's really the Diddys of the world, the Jay-Z's, anybody that was against him when that motherfucker first tried to come out in his career. He never took his foot
got
off
a
their
personal
necks.
vendetta.
And that's all it is. To me, that's all it is. And the one thing that, because I do respect 50, and the one thing that I do respect out of him, that motherfucker's consistent. He doesn't waver. If he don't like you, he ain't changing his motherfucking mind. And that's just where we at with him right now.
And we're gonna stay there.
All right, perfect.
Let's go. What's good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee, and Dope Coffee is changing the way we consume coffee. It's more than just a coffee brand. It combines hip-hop, creativity, and community support, making coffee a part of our culture, our music, and our arts. With high-quality beans, Dope Coffee delivers great taste and cares about the environment. As a black-owned business, Dope Coffee is committed to helping communities promote diversity and supporting new businesses. Like her, wrap that shit up.
All right, so for our final topic, I wanted to discuss this Andrew Schultz, Kendrick Lamar situation. Kendrick Lamar mentioned a white comedian
Playing with black women.
playing with black women, discussing black women.
Making jokes about black women.
jokes about black women. Although he did not name anyone, Andrew Schultz had dialogue on his podcast about it, in which he said that he wants to make sweet love to Kendrick Lamar, and if the only decision or option that Kendrick Lamar had was if it would be consensual or not. So I think, I just want to talk about it.
I'd say this. Let me just say this real quick to Andrew Schultz. First of all, I think he's a funny guy. I saw the video with him and his father where he promised his dad as a kid, I'm gonna sell out the garden, and he took his dad to the garden and said, I did it. And I think that he's in his moment where he's climbing. My only advice to him is, man, don't fuck with black women. They will not let up. They will die on that motherfucking hill to take you down. And not only would they, and guess what? When they decide they want to die, guess who has to do the killing? The black man.
Thank you.
So what happens is you're putting yourself against your black brothers, because every time you make a joke towards black women or anything, especially after Kamala just lost.
Yeah.
Black women are in a different mind state right now. Don't play with them. It could be a war happening outside. Black women gonna be like, that's good for y'all asses. Me and mine gonna stay in this house and let them fight, because look at the black woman pointing.
Exactly.
I know, I've been raised by him. I know him. This is the one time where I said, as a comedian, please stand down.
I think
because I just said it, what's gonna happen is
Let 'em
it's
cook.
gonna wind up getting violent. It's gonna get violent because I'm not gonna say his name, but I was talking. I know a very well-known gangster, and you know what he told me? He said, "You know why I'm a gangster? Because they have their way of handling business, and we have ours." And guess what? What's gonna happen is that all it takes is one of them niggas in New York just see you and want to prove a point that you ain't gonna do this, and now it's drama. So my thing is, let's not ignite the ignorance by entertaining it being funny, especially in this environment where Donald Trump just beat a black woman ass in public and we can't do nothing about it. Besides take it. That would be my only thing I say.
No, we're gonna.
That's all I'm
what's your
saying.
question? Because you.
What's your question?
Because you gonna divert us and we gonna be.
No.
Go ahead.
Oh, he
But I
usually
think-
does.
Yeah, he'll take. I was like, what happened? But I think my issue here is the historical context behind what he said, and there's a thing called buck breaking.
Come on, MLK. See, girl, that's your name today.
Buck breaking.
Give him that history lesson.
It is when back in slavery, a white slave owner, they used to call strong black men bucks.
Okay.
And they were the bucks. They were the strongest of the strong. And to assert dominance over the bucks, they would fuck them. They would have sex with them, and that's how you break the buck. And so it was humiliating to the black man.
See,
It was humiliating to the black man. It tore him down. It broke him down. You break the buck. They know your ego is shot, and now you gonna do what
How
I
did they
say.
break them though, sis? They did it in front of the wives.
Yeah, they did it in front of
children,
everybody.
their family.
Everybody. They did it in front of
display.
his family. They put him on
I'm gonna tell you
display.
something. These black people, we are not playing in 2025.
So that's where my issue is that it's not funny. It's not funny. It's sometimes shit ain't funny.
Let him talk and then let him go. I want to let him go.
Sometimes shit is not funny, and I think Cat Williams talked about that one time. He said rape is never funny, and I'm in agreement with that because we talking about sexual assault and all of these allegations coming out about this, and then you go. There's so many things you can make a joke about, and breaking down a black man. I don't think it's funny.
I'm with you. You're right. I
like that.
agree,
That's good.
But
That's
I
good.
also disagree. I'm gonna tell you why. 2 different points. We're talking about him talking about black women. That's how this started.
Yeah.
So Kendrick Lamar is like, black women off limits, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. Whoa, wait,
Check,
New
please.
York, wait, New York.
Is this over?
Shay.
New York City. Wait, this is what I'm saying.
Why y'all sit me next to him?
No, I got you.
They never want to
I'm
sit
gonna
next to
tell
him.
you why. Ultimately, here's the thing. We can't go at and defend Dave Chappelle and say it's just a joke, transgender LGBTQ.
Oh, hell no. You ain't doing that parallel.
Listen
That
to
is
what I'm
so
saying.
not the
No,
same.
Listen to what I'm
Let me
saying.
just point out, ladies.
Here's my
The
point.
mic fell off. You got to put it back on. Let's
Here's my
go.
point. If
Okay.
it's a joke about black women, you either find it funny or you don't, but it's a joke. Black comedians tell jokes about whites.
Watch this.
What?
Jazzie.
Listen.
I got you.
Whites,
Okay.
gays, women.
'Cause we need it.
every day, all day. Again, you want to make it a black-white thing. It's not a
But we're not
black-white
talking
thing.
about.
Hold on.
We're not talking about just.
Stanza and Jazzy. Let her. I got
say what I'm
it.
saying.
I
You
wrote
say
it
what
down.
I'm
You got to worry about that. I got it.
Your comment about what he said about Kendrick Lamar, absolutely. Stay away from that. That's an absolute, you are 1000% correct. But his comment on saying that black men are leaving black women because y'all get on their nerves. So you're upset that a comedian told a joke.
Can I say something?
Yes.
What?
I read a quote, y'all.
Because that was the
Hold
joke.
on, hold on. I read a quote, y'all, that I'm going to say, and it is probably the most powerful quote of all time.
That was not.
They said, no more lives have been accrued, if it is, or charged to a white woman's tears. There's nothing more dangerous to anybody in the fucking world than a white woman's tears. Because when white women cry, what do white men do? They do whatever the fuck they gotta do to show you
To
that
defend their honor.
So what I'm saying to you, brother, I'm talking to a black man.
Please.
If we don't give our women that same respect with us, like walk in the room and be like, I dare nigga say something about black women, you're gonna have to deal with us. I promise you. If we allow that, They're gonna be joked on, played on everything, because guess what? Karens are serious. When a Karen cries, the police kill people, mother kill people and everything. So for you to say a nigga can make a joke, or a white man can make hear me out. For you to say a white man can make a joke about black women and say it's just a joke and compare it to Chappelle is bullshit. Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why? Because trans people made a choice. We don't have one. They were born black women and that's the end of it. It's a difference. So making fun of a nigga that decided to do something different is different than making fun of a nigga who he is.
So anybody that's afflicted with anything, whether it's drug abuse, whether it's a crackhead, whatever it is, you say, hold on, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is these are still people who are afflicted. So because you didn't make the choice to be homosexual or trans or things of that nature, that means that there's something wrong with those people? Because what I'm saying is they still have to walk around this planet and deal with those jokes.
True.
What I'm saying, let me tell you why I said what I said. Let me tell you why I invoked this out of y'all. Because again, they don't feel that way. I talk about this on this platform all the time. Interpretation of what's being said.
Now can I say something, Brian? Hold on, watch this. Okay. Now let me say something. If let's say there was a king transgender human being. I don't know, they were 6'8", nobody could beat them, and they said if somebody say something about a comedian said another joke about trans people, they have to deal with me. Nigga, at that moment, you got to deal with that shit. You got to either decide, I want them problems or I don't. And what I'm telling you, and hear me out real quick, what I'm saying to you is that if one of them said that, if a guy said that, we would have to deal with that. So what I'm telling you is that if we're saying that, they got to deal with it too.
That's fine.
Okay, so you're saying it's a joke, but I'm trying to tell you, it's like being in class. It's like being in class. It's like we all have been in school before. You know how we talk shit. Oh, look at your dirty ass shoes. Oh, look at your nappy hair. Say about my mama. Hey, nigga, don't play my motherfucking mama. I'm with you. You know when it's like this nigga done went too far.
But it's called accountability.
Exactly. But guess what? When that nigga said don't play with my mama, you knew not to play with his mama. That white boy is still playing in our face like, oh, I'm gonna have sex with you. You're going to get hurt.
I'm telling you.
You're going to get hurt.
But I want to add context because
Charlamagne better warn him.
That was not the conversation. That was not the point that he
now
was
I see why y'all say he be going left with the topics because what he talking about?
I'm
She's about to bring it back to the actual topic because you're not there.
Because his original point
you're not there.
He was doing it and he was talking about attractive women in Atlanta and things like not finding women attractive. So, but he was doing it in front of two black men. So it brings back to Ray's point that when we walk in, if we did have that protection from a black man when we walk in a room, and you bet not speak on a black woman, but we don't because men are letting white men do it in front of them. That's not. That's the conversation.
I'm gonna tell you what.
No.
Did Andrew Schultz make a joke or did he not make a joke about black women?
No, my thing is this. The problem is the reason why he got a response or Kendrick Lamar said anything because he said don't let a white man talk about black women. That's law. He's speaking to a black man, allowing. So stop. So it's the thing is that it's a black man. Sitting down with another white man, allowing another white man to talk about black women, and he don't say he's cackling with him. He's joking with him.
What is your problem? What is the problem with you wanting to stand up for black women?
No, I didn't say that.
I don't understand that. No, I do. Because that seems like the general consensus on this table. Why are you so against standing up for black women?
I'm not.
Because we're not.
Absolutely a double standard because we're talking about something that, and that's the problem. We're talking about something that cannot be changed.
Wait a minute.
You're going to hear what I'm about to say. So we have, as a people, I'm asking you a question.
Right. We wrong.
No, I didn't say that.
Go ahead, Brian.
It's called That's Debatable, right?
Yes.
So we as a people have a right to be sensitive. But everyone else that's afflicted with something or that gets joked on by something, they have to take it. I'm asking a question. Okay.
We take it every day.
I don't know where you're going. I'm saying I understand. I'm not saying I agree. I'm saying I understand.
We take it every day though. They still.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. Hold me out. A black woman ran a perfect election.
I'm with you.
Hold on, no, you can't because you didn't let me finish.
Go ahead.
A black woman in America ran a perfect election. She did everything she had to do. She did everything right. She was overqualified, and by the way, we thought she had a real shot. And white men in America showed us where they stand. And by the way, I think black men kind of knew that. We just was like, let's see how it play out. Maybe it's a different time. And now that we're reminded, it's like, okay, cool. Now it's time for us black men to step in the front and say, black women get behind us. We're not gonna let nothing harm you. And if that means comedians don't joke on it, at that moment, that's where the line is drawn. And if you cross it, everybody know what happened when you a line cross.
Can I just say it's very, no, because I don't think I spoke about this topic at all, to be honest. I kind of been sitting back shutting the fuck up because I've been very disappointed on how this is being played out, honestly.
Go ahead.
It's very disappointing to sit next to a black man compare a black woman's plight. You ain't letting me finish.
You ain't let her finish, B.
Let her finish.
Gavel? Okay.
So fair right now, but go ahead.
How was it not? I've been letting you cook.
Ask for the gavel.
Go ahead.
And I think I'm a guest. I mean, allow me a little bit of
Go ahead, Jazzie. The floor is yours.
It's just been disappointing sitting next to a black man compare a black woman's plight to a transgender's plight or whatever it is that they're going through. You really did. And because you used Dave Chappelle's comedic stand-up going against or speaking out or saying anything jokingly about transgender people, or transgender people are at an uproar against Dave Chappelle. Back to the topic at hand, it says Andrew Schultz versus Kendrick Lamar. The reason why it's versus that is because Kendrick Lamar made a reply to what he said when it came to black women, which we all love and appreciate because we do feel the need to be protected by our own men.
We will.
Because in reverse, when he said about Kendrick Lamar black ass, us black women was upset. We were furious. Just like every time something is happening to you black men, our kings, our brothers, our lovers, our fucking uncles, our dads, we are in the front lines when it comes to marching. We are in the front lines when it comes to fighting for y'all. We love on y'all so much. And the fact that all we asking for is in return is somebody to stand up for us, which Kendrick Lamar did, and that's why we fucking with him. That's why in return when he said the bullshit that he said about break bucking him or buck breaking him, I'm sorry, we're like, no nigga, you can't fucking play with us like that. So the fact that you as a black man is sitting next to me right now and saying a joke is a joke, no fucking way, because a joke can never be a joke, because when a white woman decides to joke and cry those white ass tears, shout out to whether it be
Emmett Till.
Thank you, because you know where I was going with it. Because the minute that bitch thought she was telling a joke, homeboy was killed, homeboy was slaughtered, homeboy was dragged. And so that has been a continuous narrative, a continuous thing that has been happening for us and our people. So no, we have to stop the jokes when it happen, when it pertains to us, because you can never put us in comparison, whether you're white, whether you're transgender, whether you're any other race, because we got to start protecting us and understand what we're fighting for and understand our plight and understand our history. And that's why I'm glad that she started off with the history lesson, because that's important.
Andrew Schultz has crossed the line 3 or 4 times, and all I'm saying is this: as a nigga from the hood, I don't think you should do that.
May I?
Because all it takes is one nigga to run into you.
Me to
Go ahead, the floor is yours.
Now,
we ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead.
thank you.
I might say something because he cut me off a couple of
Do we
times.
understand how this started? Do we understand what Andrew Schultz originally said?
I already broke it down in my rant.
No, but Brian, stop asking questions to get to your point.
Andrew Schultz originally made a joke about black men leaving black women because they get on their nerves. It was said on the podcast.
That's not for him to joke on.
You not listening to what? Listen
Go
to
ahead.
what I'm saying.
When have you ever seen a black man joke about the Holocaust?
Let him get it out.
Nah, fuck
Get it
that.
out,
I
B.
can't.
We support you, B.
Okay,
We support you, B. Go ahead, B.
All right.
That's debatable in your debate. Get your debate.
Yeah.
So, if that's the case, if he was Hispanic, would
I need
we
a drink.
have still been offended? I'm asking a question.
Absolutely.
What's your question, sir?
Spanish people are racist against black people too. What are you talking about?
So if he was black,
it don't matter
if he
what the
was
race
a black
is.
comedian saying it, would you have been offended?
No.
A black man wouldn't have done that.
What is your
Man
point?
has talked about
Black men doing it
women
all the
black
time.
men.
That's just like saying, do you feel offended when a black person say the word nigga?
You
Stop
are.
your bullshit. Hold on. Stop your bullshit. That's just like saying a black person can't say the word nigga. Yes, the fuck we can, because that's our shit. That's our struggle. That's our plight. So if a black motherfucker want to argue, hold on, because it happens all the time. Hello, Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. Because I was a fan of his fucking work. I didn't agree with everything that nigga said, but at the end of the day, he talking to us, for us, by us. We can talk our kitchen table talk. No, hold on. Your question was, will I be upset if a black man made that joke?
Right.
No, because black have been making that joke for years. But that's a silly ass question to ask when you got a white man that's making the same argument. It's not fair. It's not the same. When have you ever heard a black person make a joke about a Holocaust? Because we know not to, because a Jew motherfucker will shut us the fuck down. So you mean to tell us
Murphy made a skit called "Don't Let Me Down"?
and he never came back to SNL because they shut him the fuck down.
He was back.
No, he was not. SNL, Google it. y'all. SNL, stop bringing Eddie Murphy back because he fucked with the Jews.
Yes, that's true.
Stop it! So all you're saying, all Ray is saying, hold on, all Ray is saying is, y'all need to start having our back.
What Ray is saying. Okay. And you're making this about black men and me saying that black men shouldn't protect black women. I'm telling you to consider the venue, consider the forum. It's a comedian. Period.
And I'm here to tell you that we have to establish that. No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Certain things ain't funny because listen, let me just tell America something. You see how these black women getting on him? This is in the house every day. Don't play with them. That's why, and by the way, sometimes it's better to just go outside and fight that nigga than to stay in here and hit their mouth.
But here's what I'm saying.
I'd rather you fight a nigga then.
But wait, all black women are saying, and I'm very passionate, and I don't, you know what I'm saying, and I don't, but here's the thing, I don't represent all black women, but just to piggyback off of what you said, it's not about our argument. What black women want and need from y'all is for it to be our argument. I'm tired of it being about, well, black women feel this way. We need to start, listening to them. I want y'all to start listening to us and understanding us and be on the side with us because we're always on the side with y'all.
You were upset at Charlamagne for defending.
I don't listen to him.
Yes, I am.
But let me tell you the point.
I didn't know he defended him.
Yeah,
I didn't see that clip.
But here's my original point because
I
said, you're right. I said I disagree with you.
I hope Charlamagne White slaps him in the back of the fucking head.
This is why I'm going to tell you you're right. As far as the book ranking, you're absolutely right. His comments
but black women not so much.
His comments after the fact, yes, 1,088%. Because that was clickbait. That was okay. Y'all gonna give me visibility on my platform.
You don't think what he said about us was clickbait?
Listen to what I'm saying. The man was on a regular podcast.
He wasn't on a regular podcast. What is he saying?
Can I say something? And then let me tell you another reason. Can I tell you another reason? Can I tell you another reason Andrew Schultz is wrong?
Okay.
Kendrick said all white comedians stop playing on black women.
Yeah.
Gary Owens kind of spoke up, and then he went back down.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Andrew Schultz is speaking up. So now Andrew Schultz inserted himself.
He didn't drop a name.
That's where I said he's wrong. I'm saying.
So I didn't hear you say he was wrong at all. Thank you. Did you hear that? Ray, this is your show. Did you hear that?
Listen. I said you're right. I disagree with you. That's how I started this off. But you know what y'all heard? Black man ain't defending black women and you keg the white man. No, I did not say that.
No, what we heard was you compare our plight to trans rights.
No, I compared the plight.
And you saying that it's okay across the gamut if black men joked on us as well.
Listen, you're going to hate this comment. I'm not
add it to the rest.
I'm not gay, but for you to say that I don't have to consider how that joke makes that particular
We didn't say that.
That's basically what you said.
No, you can't.
So then all
you can't say
shut all those down. Then
you can't say basically. You can't sum up our words and say basically. No, what we're saying is it's not the same. That's not me saying that trans rights.
No,
it's not the same.
It's not, and that's your problem.
No, that's not the problem.
It's not the same.
It is, honey.
You know what's happening? You're making this a black issue versus a decency issue.
Oh no!
Who considers?
No.
All right.
It's gonna always be a black thing.
All right.
It's gonna always. He literally said, "Don't let a white man talk about black."
Say this.
We're gonna take it to you, Ray.
I want to tell y'all this.
We need you to know it's a black thing.
Number one, I want to say this, and this is important to say because I know Brian Miller very well. To my black women out there, I ask you guys to treat us all a little bit nicer because some black men, I've seen black women interact with Brian, and it ain't always been. It's kind of been like this. Like, shut up! And you can't get mad at him saying that because that's his experience. But what I'm saying is that we got to get better with each other because he's not wrong. He's not wrong for saying it's just a joke, but you went the wrong route and you ain't gonna win.
Didn't go the wrong
Wait, let him cook.
I'll tell you why.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
We gotta move on too.
Hey, if he want to, oh Lord, Jesus.
That was an amazing debate, by the way. I just want to tell y'all that. Okay, so hold on. So we have this game we play, Jazzie, and I'm about to play it with you. It's called God's Picks.
I need to decompress.
It's called the God's Picks. Okay? So I'm going to list a couple of black movies because I know we have one thing in common. We love movies.
Love it.
And we love black people. So
Yes.
what's better than list some black classics?
I still feel profile.
It's not about you anymore.
Brian,
It's not about you right now.
Okay, listen. So I'm going to give you
Okay.
some choices, and you got to pick one or the other, and then I'm gonna go to the next choice. You ready?
Lighten up this mode, Ray. Give it to me.
I'm gonna start real hard. Hold on, I'm gonna start real hard.
Oh Lord,
The
I need a
best
break.
man loving basketball. Pick.
Okay, love the basketball.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Loving basketball
Yeah.
or waiting to exhale.
Oh, waiting to exhale, duh.
Okay, waiting to exhale or boomerang.
Jesus Christ. Y'all, I don't know.
Waiting to exhale, boomerang.
I don't know.
Pick.
Okay. I love Waiting to Exhale. Shout out to Whitney Houston. It's my favorite entertainer.
But
Boomerang was an all-star cast. It
Crazy.
is what it is. You
Nobody-
got
nobody's
just the
better than Marcus.
introduction of introduction to Halle Berry. Robin Givens was the baddie in there. Wasn't the by Halle Berry.
Grace
You got
Jones.
Martin Lawrence. You got Grace Jones. You got Eartha Kitt.
Pops.
Pops.
Okay, hold on.
A
I'm not
Detroit
finished. Hold on,
legend.
we're not
Come on,
finished.
stop
We're not
playing with
finished.
y'all Witherspoon.
Okay, so we on boomerang.
Okay, boomerang
Now,
is it.
Let's go. Coming to
Sorry.
America. Or
Oh
boomerang.
Lord, Eddie Murphy versus Eddie Murphy. This is so
This
hard,
should
you
be
guys.
easy for you. Eddie Murphy's terrible.
I didn't say that.
I love Brian. I love you, bro.
That's somebody put words in their mouth.
Jazzie, hold on, Jazzie.
I'm not even about to entertain this anti-blacker.
Boomerang is up. Boomerang is up, and now it's facing Coming to America. Boomerang Coming to America.
Shit. Coming to America.
That was a hard one.
That was a hard one. But coming to America. Come on, you agree with that.
I ain't saying nothing.
Is this on me?
No, it's just your game. Coming to America.
Coming to America.
Or Friday.
Coming to America.
Okay. Coming to America or
Coming to
Do
America
the Right
Friday.
Thing.
Oh. This is so much history in that. Because Spike Lee ridiculed or criticized Eddie Murphy. There's so much history with those two. But they made amends. Spike Lee is my favorite director of all time.
That's a hard one for you then.
I know.
Coming to America or Do the Right Thing.
It's culturally, it's two different films.
Okay, but it's black films, and you're a black movie critic, so I want you to tell me which ones.
I know a lot of people will be like, do the right thing.
Which one?
Wait, I don't know why I got Boomerang in my head. Okay, wait. We got Coming to America and Do the Right Thing.
Coming to America beat Boomerang. Now we got to do Coming to America, Do the Right Thing.
Coming to America. Do the right thing.
Okay, Do the Right Thing or Menace to Society.
Oh, yeah. Well, damn, I would have been better off doing Coming to America, Menace to Society.
I'm
'Cause
taking
I
you down the
probably
journey
would've
because I'm
picked
watching you.
Menace to
Yes, I
Society.
already know. That's what I'm taking
I
you down the
probably
journey.
would have
Let's
went.
go.
It's funny, Coming to America, Menace to Society. I probably would have went to Menace to Society.
Okay.
Interestingly
Okay, so
enough.
Menace. Okay, that's good.
But Do the Right Thing and Menace. Damn, Kane. Damn, old dog. Damn, Jada Pinkett. Do the Right Thing.
Okay, Do the Right Thing or
I know
Boys
what's
in the
next.
Hood.
I know what's next. I'm gonna say Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Boys in the Hood with that one.
Boys in the Hood versus Baby Boy.
Oh, Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood versus Brown Sugar.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm messing up the mic. Ooh. They're two different films, obviously. I just know what Boys in the Hood did culturally.
I think Boys in the Hood is the best black movie ever made.
See what I'm saying?
Personally,
See what I'm saying?
I
But
think Boys
it's,
in the Hood is our Godfather. I think Boys in the Hood, if you want to understand Italian culture, watch The Godfather. If you want to understand black hood culture, watch Boys in the Hood.
Black hood culture, especially because of Furious.
Yes.
Because of what he represented for black fathers.
Yes, and Furious, the mother said it to us, everything about it showed
Everything
you
about that.
the mother loving
All the-
the other son because he's an
Yeah.
athlete compared to the other son because he's a street guy trying to keep his kids apart.
Not
trying-
him
like,
fighting for
all
Boys
that.
in the Hood for me.
I got a tough one for you.
Hold on, no, Brian, we ain't finished.
Oh, you
Nigga,
got
I'm
another
taking over.
one.
Stop trying to take over.
Go ahead.
We all-
Take him over, he got his
Hold on.
He's trying to take over your Okay, what's the question again, Ray?
Hold on, that's what I'm saying, Brian. You got me lost. I'm going.
Boys in the Hood
Boys in the Hood versus
Wait, no, Do the Right Thing?
no Baby
No.
Boy.
No, we already did that.
You said Baby Boy.
No, hell no. It was Boys in the Hood.
Okay,
so what's the next
Boys
one?
in the Hood versus what was the last one I said? Brian, that's why you can't. Oh, Brown Sugar. You said
Oh,
Boys in the Hood.
right.
She did
Right.
Brown Sugar.
See you at the
Right.
Boys in the Hood versus Poetic Justice.
Wait, I didn't say.
I don't
didn't
remember
say
who it was.
Boys in the Hood versus Brown Sugar yet. I didn't answer
Oh,
yet.
go ahead. Oh yeah, that's right. Cause you touched your chest. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Boys
I
in the Hood
just
versus
didn't
Brown
answer
Sugar.
yet. I just want to show love to Brown Sugar.
Crazy, right?
As a hip hop lover, and everything about that character, I feel is the closest thing to exactly who I am.
Sid's character. Yeah.
Yeah, like just being a journalist or a writer for the magazine
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And being a critic in music, and it's such a beautiful love story. I think that's better than Love and Basketball because she was in both. Ooh, okay. All right. I might go against the grain on this one.
This is Boys in the Hood, Brown Sugar.
And then the fact that I heard what you're saying next, I actually have that next one in my top 5, which is crazy.
I forgot what the next one was. Let's go though.
I heard it. Fuck.
We waiting.
All right. I'm gonna say Brown Sugar. Woo! I'm gonna say Brown Sugar.
You sound like Michael.
I'm gonna say Brown Sugar. Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
Boys,
Couple more.
Wait, Boys in the
Brown
Hood.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Set it off.
Brown Sugar and Set It Off. Set It Off.
Okay. Set it off. Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice.
She went right back to Tupac.
Well, that's the one that I heard, and that's in my top 5.
Okay. So let's stop at Poetic Justice. So Poetic Justice is champion today.
I would stand by that.
So
For
you
me,
mean- okay.
because this is me playing the game.
Okay, yeah.
I would stand by Poetic Justice. I know y'all gonna get me in the comments, but I know what Poetic Justice did when it came to Tupac, when it comes to my favorite rapper. Him and Snoop Dogg is top 2. Janet Jackson is the original Beyonce, the original B, the original Queen. I am a John Singleton fan, so because I can't put Boys in the Hood in there, thank God I came back with Poetic Justice. Tyra Terrell, who played the grown woman, the salon owner. I love her. I live for her. I love Poetic Justice. It was one of my favorite love stories.
Okay, that's it on the list then. I appreciate you. Let's give it up for Jazzie. That was fun. By the way, I don't know how I would answer none of them shits. I don't want those problems. Like I'm like,
That was a lot.
classics.
I'm
All right.
surprised Coming to America didn't end up on top or Do the Right Thing.
Okay, Jazzie, it's on you. Close it up.
Well,
That was
Jazzie,
fun.
Thank you for being here.
Y'all put me through the ringer. This is an emotional episode. We're talking about black women to not having to pick my favorite black cinema.
You know.
This is a great show, Brian.
I love it here. Thank you guys for having me back.
Thank you for coming back. To our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. You know, share with a friend. It helps the show grow. We appreciate you. Shout out to our sponsors, Dope Coffee and Lucky Energy. This is That's Debatable, and we'll see you next time.
Oh. Brian, you got ate up this episode.